Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine and today I will be your guide through the Yuletide Tarot. I'm really excited about this one. It's another Kristoffer Hughes deck. Kristoffer Hughes is the chief of the Anglesey Order of Druids. He's also a member of the Order of Bards, Ovates, and Druids and a Mount Hamus scholar, and he is a fabulous author. Reading his work is very much like sitting down with a very knowledgeable mentor and getting a very personal account of how to use tarot and where his inspirations came from. I love his work. I just completed a video on the Bee Tarot, which was a 2024 edition. So that's his most recent tarot, but the Yuletide Tarot here was done in 2023, so it's also a very new deck. The illustrator is Erin O'Leary Brown, who has a lot of children's book illustrations to her credit. She's worked with Scholastic and she's worked with some other educational programs as well, and her artwork is very beautiful. It's very easy to imagine yourself as being part of the scene in these cards. This fully illustrated deck comes in a beautiful literature box. The publisher is Llewellyn Publishers. It comes with a full-size, fully illustrated guidebook. All of the cards are illustrated, 78 cards. You get 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana. And the fun thing about this is while it's in 4 suits, the suits are, instead of wands, cups, swords, and pentacles, you get candles, good cheer, canes, and gifts. And likewise, the major arcana are adjusted just a little bit with some names, so we're following rather not the fool through the journey, but we're going with the child. So I'm really excited about this deck. Let's get into the cards. Okay, so now we will go through the cards of the Yuletide deck, and we'll begin with the major arcana and the child. As I said, this is a journey of the child through the major arcana. We have the Magus, who is the magician. The Meriud, which is the high priestess. Matrona as the empress. The Holly King is the emperor. Sinterklaas is our high priest. Mistletoe is our lovers. Somebody's getting the mistletoe. That's interest. The chariot, Santa and his sleigh. Strength. Father Christmas is our hermit. The wheel of the year is our wheel of fortune, and it's designating midwinter as that midpoint between Samhain and Imbolc. Samhain being roughly 1st of November and Imbolc being the 2nd of February. Justice, yep, got the coal. The Hanged Man, and this is actually a reference to Odin, who hung on the world tree. Death. This is a really interesting nod towards Charles Dickens' Ghost of Christmas Future. Balance. The idea of containing all that time in one night. The Krampus is our devil. Watch out, Krampus gonna get you. The lightning tree. Notice we have all of these figures running away from the tree. The star. And if you look closely underneath the tree, we have all kinds of Christmas traditions going on here. You've got little nativity, and you've got your Mary Lud and Father Christmas, sleigh. I love that. The moon. Got our little dogs here howling at the moon. The sun. The list. Rather than judgment, we have the list. And if you look down here, Erin, the illustrator, and Kristoffer, the author, they're both on the naughty list. And the world. Now we'll move on to the suit of candles. Ace. Two of Candles. A little bit of Christmas card tradition there, writing Christmas letters. Three of Candles. Expecting visitors. Four of Candles. Family celebrations. Five of Candles. Airing of grievances. Six of Candles. Christmas parade. Seven of Candles. A little bit of stage fright maybe. Eight of Candles. Nine of Candles. Oh, you're losing your holiday treats, man. 10 of Candles. Sometimes the holidays can be filled with overwhelm. Then we have Page of Candles. And our Knight of Candles. And then we have our King and Queen of Candles. All of the court cards kind of follow a little family pattern there. All right, and on to Ace of Good Cheer. Yeah, I like me some cheer in the holidays, that's for sure. Two of Good Cheer. Three of Good Cheer. Yeah. Four of Good Cheer. I love this because, you know, we've got this business professional and she's got all these degrees on the wall and she's overwhelmed and she's frustrated. It's the end of year reports and her latte is right behind her computer, but she's not quite seeing it. Five of Good Cheer. Do you still have that little cat behind you? Six of Good Cheer. And this is sort of a memory, remembering all of this happening, is this person. Seven of Good Cheer. All of our options before our snowman. Eight of Good Cheer. He's actually looking like he's getting ready to leave this party. He's like, oof, you know, I've had enough. I've had enough cocktails. I'm not interested. Nine of Good Cheer. The sign of a really good party. 10 of Good Cheer. Happy family. Page of Good Cheer. And our Knight of Good Cheer. Our good cheer's happening in the kitchen today. And then we've got the King and Queen of Good Cheer here. Love it. And now we go to the Ace of Canes. Canes representing swords in this deck. Two of Canes. Three of Canes. And we'll talk a little bit about these mushrooms that keep popping up and that are common Christmas decorations. I learned a little bit from this. Four of Canes. Five of Canes. Yeah, got your snowman. Punks. Six of Canes. Making that holiday travel. Seven of Canes. Eight of Canes. Not really prepared for the weather there. Nine of Canes. 10 of Canes. Our poor snowman. He's been caned. Page of Canes. She looks a lot like our Eight of Canes girl. Not really quite ready for that weather. But pretty excited to be out with the snowman. We got the Page and the Knight. Yes, those pictures unite. Knight matches up with the Queen. And the Queen matches up with the King. I just think that's cool. And let's move on to our last suit. The suit of gifts. Ace of Gifts. This is our Pentacle suit. This is our material world, our resources, our gifts, our talents. What do we do with our treasures? Five of Gifts. How do we help others with our treasures? Six of Gifts. And look real closely in the tree is that scale, that balance there. Seven of Gifts. Are they all for you? Are you going to share them? Eight of Gifts. Making all those preparations. Nine of Gifts. May not be super luxurious, but it's happy. 10 of Gifts. Generations of happiness. We've got our Page and our Knight. the Queen, and the King. And that is the Yuletide Tarot. So for a quick moment, I just wanted to share with you the story of these fly agaric mushrooms that appear in many of the cards, predominantly here in the Three of Canes, but also in the Magus and the Star and some of the other cards in this deck. The fly agaric mushroom was used in ancient shamanic rituals in winter solstice celebrations across Europe and Asia. It appears under fir and spruce trees just prior to the winter solstice near the Arctic Circle. Consuming these mushrooms gave shaman and priests the sensation of flight and would give people very rosy cheeks when they were under the influence of them. There were some magical associations with animals, especially reindeer, who enjoy consuming these mushrooms as well, although it's uncertain if they'll dig through the snow because they give them a hallucinogenic feeling or if they just like the flavor. It has some interesting connections with the Santa Claus mythology because of the color of the fly agaric mushroom is the same as what's commonly used in Santa's costume, as well as having very rosy cheeks and experiencing the feeling of flying behind magical reindeer. I hope you enjoyed our journey through the Yuletide Tarot. Roses and thorns for this deck. Once again, I'm all about the roses on this. It is a very seasonal deck, and what is fun about it is along about Christmas time this past year, which would be Christmas 2024, I was like, wow, it would be really fun to find a seasonal deck that would go with the holidays. And so I researched that and very, very quickly found the Yuletide Tarot by Kristoffer Hughes. And already being familiar with his Celtic Tarot, which will be our next video, I leapt at buying this one, and not a moment of sorrow has passed because this is just, it's really a fun deck, and I love the themes that he uses throughout the deck. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, and if you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe, and I will continue to produce tarot review videos. Next video I'm going to do is going to be a reading with this Yuletide Tarot, so I hope you'll join me for that. If you're a tarot practitioner, you'll get to see it in action, and if you're just looking for a good reading, this could be the reading for your day. Thank you. Bye for now.